and welcome to the Book Bar, where everything bookish is on the menu. It's well into 2022, but I'm finally taking time to tell you about my 2022 reading and YouTube goals. I have had a great weekend. I've been attending an online writing conference all weekend, and it finally finished. It's kind of nice being in Alaska. I'm, way over on the west, and so that means that I don't have to stay up late for all of these sessions. So I still had my evening, which is wonderful. I know it's Super Bowl Sunday, but it's also my son's birthday weekend. And so that's what usually takes priority for us. So all of our festivities are done, and I can wind down with, what is this? Palazzini. It's a rosé that came in my Advent wine calendar. If you watched, what video was that? One of the ones, obviously, right before Christmas. I showed you the Advent calendar that my husband got me from Costco that had, 25 bottles of wine in it, which I have barely gotten into. You guys, I like alcohol, but that's a lot. It's a lot. So I think this is the only rosé, and I was very excited to see it because that was what I was hoping for. So let's see how it tastes. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think that's great for tonight. All right, so definitely leave me a message in the comments and tell me what your goals are, because I would love to know if you guys feel like this year is going to be a bigger reading year for you, or if you're making any interesting goals. I went over my goals for last year in my 2021 end of the year book tag, which I'll link up here, and talked about how I did meet my goal, which was 50 books. And so I am going to bump my goal up to 75 books, but I put 70 on Goodreads because I am actually judging some book contests, and I won't be able to list those on Goodreads. Sorry, my dog. Thank you, Dobby. I won't be able to list those on Goodreads, and I don't know about you, but I hate making a goal and then knowing that I made it, but don't get credit for it. I know it's silly. So 70 or 75, depending on where you're looking, is my goal for this year, which is not the most I've ever read. I did make a video about how I read 175 books the year before last, which was insane. I don't want to do that again. So 75 seems pretty good. So hang on. Dobby. Yeah, don't move. Hopefully my dog will stop knocking the tripod, but he might have to be excommunicated. So I am going to tell you a few more of my reading goals, and then my goals for the BookTube channel. This is the hazard of making videos late at night. You can't remember words late at night, or at least I can't remember words late at night. So in addition to my 75 books, I am going to try very, very hard to utilize the library more this year. I'm not putting myself on a book buying ban because that utterly failed last year, but I am getting the habit of going to the library every Friday. So it's probably going to be every Friday. Once a week with my kids, we're going to go to the library and try and rely on the library for our books as much as possible. I think I've already checked out maybe 8 this year, so it's definitely working for me, although I did also spend some money on actual books. At this conference, we heard from so many great writers, and then I was like, oh, and I need her book and his book, and yeah, it's a problem. So I'm really going to try and rely on the library for any books that I do not have, that I'm reading just for the fun of it, or for any kind of book contests that don't give the books to the judges free. I'm going to make a video about which book contests I'm judging really soon, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. And then I made a video about my 100 Epic Reads poster, which I thought I was going to put on this wall, and then I realized that I really adhered it to my bedroom wall, and I don't want holes, so it's going to stay in my bedroom. But I'll leave a link up here to the video that I made, and I'm not halfway through the poster of 100 Reads, but I did a little bit of a count, and it looks like I already own about 25 of the ones I haven't read. So I thought that would be really great this year, get through the 25 that I do own, and then next year make it a reading goal to finish up that poster. That would be really neat. So 75 books, going to the library, and my 100 Epic Reads poster are my 3 reading goals. There's another kind of reading goal that I'm going to make a video about right after this one, which is to read a bunch of books about Scotland, because I'm going there in July. But that's only, I can only do that half the year because I want to get them done before my trip. So about BookTube, it's been a year. I didn't make any kind of anniversary video or anything. I just got so busy. My last video was a December-January recap vlog. So it was supposed to just be a vlog, but as I said in the video, we had some very extreme weather this winter. I mean, it felt extreme. I felt very harassed by the weather this winter, and it's not over yet. But at least right now, we are not snowed in. In the last video, kind of toward the end, I put a timestamp in the description. I showed you just how much snow we got. It was epic and really difficult to keep up with. So I didn't do a 1-year anniversary video of any kind. I have lots of goals for the channel that I am not going to put a time on because of things like that happening, but I do have some overall ideas for how I'd like this channel to evolve in 2022. So last year I made 50 videos in 1 year. That's almost a video a week, and I was really happy with that. So I'm not changing that goal, but I am keeping that goal. And since I'm a little bit behind, that kind of ups the ante a little. I am going to try and make 50 videos in 2022, and that will mean that I have 100 videos on this channel, which is just crazy and awesome. And so that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to keep a mix between chatty videos like this that you'll really only be interested in if like you and I have a rapport and you want to know what I'm reading, and then also videos that are more informational, educational, because I really enjoy teaching, and I think that that's something that I do naturally, and sometimes I slip into it even when I don't want to. So if I can keep them separate, then I think it'll be a good mix of telling you all the things that I like geek out about reading and wanting to teach people about them, or about publishing especially in general, and just updates of this is what I'm reading and this is what I'm doing. So that's goal number 2. And then goal number 3 is I do want to make some changes that might be a little more professional, but only to streamline things. So I'd like to record some new opening music and maybe change my opening sequence just to make it something that I'm really happy with, that I can keep for a long time. Because this last year, it was really experimenting and learning YouTube and finding out what I do and don't like. And yeah, I think I'd like to come up with something that is short and sweet that I can use in front of all of my videos this year that's different from last year. But I'm not putting any pressure on myself to get it done at a certain time. It's just something I want to get to this year. And I'd like to come up with 2 original tag videos this year. So in BookTube, people tag each other and then answer a set list of questions. And it's something fun to do when you don't have any content you want to come up with. You're not about to write you don't have a book review that you need to do, or you don't have anything else to record, or you're short on time. So you do these book tags if you're not familiar. And it's so fun when people contribute that to the BookTube community, and I want to do that. I want to contribute to the BookTube community in that way this year. I know what my first one is going to be because I meant to do it last year and I didn't get to it, but I'm still coming up with ideas for number 2. And so I'm going to be brainstorming that one. But like I said, I know what my first original tag is going to be, and I want to get that done really soon. Okay, well, thanks for watching this video. It was short and sweet, I know, but it's overdue. So that is 2022 here at the Book Bar, and I look forward to seeing what your plans for 2022 and your reading goals are. I'm going to link a few more things in the description that might help you, how I keep track of my reading, for instance. So make sure to check that description below. Like and subscribe if you want to keep in touch and keep seeing when things come out. And then sign up for my newsletter as well if you want to hear what else is going on in my world.